would say it's Friday, but it's only Thursday. Don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can show you this. I can help. I got two strong. Yeah, that's the Friday music. What? We can't do that on Thursday, right? It's Thursday. Hello, everybody. Not Lunch with Dad. It's Dad Talks. Thank you for being here. Today I want to talk real quick about, not real quick. I can't do anything real quick. Shoot. Today I want to talk about my little trip I took this week. I took on Monday, to my quick trip, Sunday and Monday, down to Disney to see the new section of the Toy Story Land being built. This is the second trip. I took a trip 30 days ago. We did a video. I did a long post over on WDW Magazine. We can stick the links down below for that. So if you haven't seen the first edition of this, go over and look at it. But today I want to go through and I want to kind of walk you through the whole trip. Got a couple of things we're going to talk about. Just go ahead and show and tell you what we're going to talk about. Since I got a plan here, we got a plan. We're going to start out. I'm going to talk about the airport experience because there's some big, not news there, but some interesting things there. I'm going to talk to you about the Polite Pig. I'm going to do a review of the Polite Pig, the dinner where I had dinner on Sunday night. Then I got a room at the Pop Century, a refurbished room. I'll tell you about that. Talk about the Toy Story Land tour that we had, and also I'm going to talk about Top Villas. One of the things I got one of the things I did while I was down there, I went to visit a home. The guys that do the rental homes around Walt Disney World called Top Villas. So plus any questions you have, as always, I'm here to answer your questions. If you've got any questions, put them down. We'll answer them down at the end. And so here we go. All right. I don't even have any music set up for today. I'm sorry. I've just been kind of busy this morning. I actually filmed a video for the magazine this morning. So big stuff coming up for that next month. But anyway, so the airport. So just kind of probably the best experience I've ever had getting from my house to Walt Disney World. First time ever, I'm pretty sure, I got a direct flight out of Oklahoma City to Orlando. That rarely happens. They only have one a week. It goes out on Sunday, and I don't usually travel on Sundays. But since this meeting was on Monday, I traveled on Sunday. So I left my house. I got to the airport, jumped on the plane right on time, took off, landed early, probably 20 minutes early. We got there 20 minutes early. We landed at the Orlando airport at 5:40. I had already set up my rental car. I had Alamo rental car to where I just was able to walk right to the car, drive right out, go to the little gate there. And I was from the time we landed at 5:40, I was driving out of the airport at 6:01. 20 minutes from landing, taxiing in, getting off the airplane, walking down to Alamo, getting the car, driving out, going out of the airport at 6:01. Looked at my watch. It said 6:01. And then drove over to Disney Springs. I was hungry. It was supper time. I was going to go eat supper. And do a tour, kind of look around at Disney Springs. So I went directly over to Disney Springs. I got to Disney Springs at 6:30. Went up through the parking garage. Ended up having to park on the top level. No big deal. So I parked. Walking into Disney Springs, you probably saw down here below, I arrived and was coming down the escalator right around 6:37. So from the time we landed to the time I was in Disney Springs, it was right at an hour. And that is just super fast as you could do it. So the moral of that is when you're making ADRs on your first day, you don't want it takes at the very minimum when things go perfect, arriving 20 minutes early. walking right to having a rental car and being able to go right to Disney Springs. No traffic hassles because it was Sunday night and there wasn't any traffic. It takes an hour from the time you land at the bare minimum to get to Disney World. If you're using Magical Express, 2 hours or more, period. End of story. If you have bags, I didn't have any bags. I carried on my bags. If you have bags, you add another 30 minutes. So I would never make a reservation within 3 hours of landing at Walt Disney World. Just wouldn't do it. So 6:37, I'm on the escalator. I come down the escalator, and of course, where did I get to right immediately? The Polite Pig. That's where I was. We did a little contest picking where I was going to eat dinner. So I was going to eat dinner at the Polite Pig. I thought I was going to do some video first. I was going to go do some live. I was doing live as I came down the escalator. But as I started walking around, it started cutting out. So I decided, okay, we're not going to do the live video. We're just going to go ahead and eat, and we'll go over to the Pop Century and see if we can do live video over there. Hoping I had a refurbished room. I didn't know at the time, but I hoped I had a refurbished room. Anyway, so I knew which building my room was in, so I knew it was likely, but it was in Building 4, which the last time I heard that it was still being worked on. So it was kind of a maybe not. But anyway, so I went to the Polite Pig and I decided to eat at the Polite Pig. So here is my review of the Polite Pig. Now, when it comes to barbecue, I'm kind of a picky guy. I like Southern barbecue. Here in Oklahoma, our barbecue is tangy, sweet sauce that's not too spicy, with the perfectly rubbed meats that have been smoked, typically in hickory or something like that. So going to the Polite Pig and looking at what they offered, coffee rubs and I don't know what all it was. It just didn't look like things I would like very much. And so I decided I'm going to go test it anyway because I need to try these kind of things out. Mrs. Mom was telling me, you want to think about trying something different? That just doesn't look like anything you're going to eat. But I said, nope, that's what they picked. That's where I'm going. So went into the Polite Pig. Disney Springs was busy. It's a Saturday. It's a busy time at Disney Springs. So Disney Springs was pretty busy. The Polite Pig was packed. Went in. There was a pretty good line at the ordering counter. The tables, I couldn't see an empty table inside or outside. It was kind of a nice night, so sitting outside was an option. I couldn't see a table inside or outside. I looked over at the bar. Just happened to, oh, hey, there's the bar. Oh, hey, somebody's getting up. Hey, there's a couple empty chairs there. I'll just go sit at the bar. I saw people eating over there. So what does it matter? I'll just go over and eat at the bar. So I sat down at the bar. The server came up pretty quick. She asked me what I wanted. I said, I want an iced tea and a menu. Because I wanted her to know that I was going to eat. I was not here just to drink an iced tea and, sit around for a while. I wanted an iced tea and a menu, and she brought me the iced tea and the menu. And so in a minute or two, she came back and I ordered the rotisserie chicken with sweet corn. So it sounded pretty good. I love rotisserie chicken. One of my favorite things is to go over to Wolfgang Puck and get their rotisserie chicken because it's just fabulous. I love it. So that's one thing I thought I could eat. So I ordered the rotisserie chicken and okay, she took my order. Okay, so I kind of leaned back and relaxed and started looking around, knowing I had 15, 20 minutes to kind of figure out what to do. Started playing on my phone, and, started reading what I'd missed over the last 3 or 4 hours in the airplane. And all of a sudden, here comes my food. 5 minutes, and my food is here. It's 5 minutes, and the food is being delivered. Wow. And everything was just like I ordered it. Had the chicken, had slaw, had a, and this one really kind of scared me, a jalapeno cornbread muffin. And some, the corn, the sweet corn. Okay, so here goes nothing. I started with the slaw because I knew that's probably the least likely thing to offend me. So I started with the slaw. It was, you know, in the South, we like a very sweet slaw. This did not have that sweetness. It was good, but it was a little tart. It wasn't really sweet, but it was okay. It was okay. I could eat that. So next, okay, I love corn. I love sweet corn. Well, you know, I think a sweet corn is something about this big around and, you know, about that long. Well, these were little bitty ears, little bitty mini ears. They're about that big around, charred. And, you know, if you're going to say something is sweet corn, you don't slather it with a aioli or, you know, some kind of butter that's sour. And okay, it was all right, but you know, I was hoping for sweet, and I didn't get sweet. Getting on a sweet kick, it kind of sounds like that's what barbecue is, in at least my barbecue in Oklahoma. It's kind of sweet. So tasted the chicken, tried the chicken, started, you know, I wanted to try with start with the dark meat, because that's usually the juicier, and then you eat the breast I eat the breast last. So started with the dark. It's okay. There's nothing wrong. It was hot. It was juicy. The spices aren't exactly what I would like, but there was nothing at all wrong with it. I ate it. I ate it all. I ate even the white meat. I ate all of it. I didn't love it, but I didn't not like it either. I'd eat it again if I had to go. If somebody twisted my arm and made me go to the polite pig, I'd eat the same thing again. So the food was good. It was decent. It didn't match the palate, the spices that I like and that I'm used to, but it was quickly delivered. It was hot. It was what I ordered. I can't say anything really bad about it. You know, people seemed to be really happy with the food and with what was going on at the Polite Pig. So bottom line is, I give the Polite Pig 3 stars. It's not the spices I like, but there was nothing wrong. It was good. The service was good, and the food was good. It's just not what I like. That's okay. We all have different likes. All right. Next, you know, got through eating, went over and grabbed me some sprinkles. I've already talked about sprinkles. I got me a couple of cupcakes to take back to the room. So I'd have something for later to snack on in the next morning. So I went to Sprinkles and got my cupcakes. Then I went to the Pop Century. Okay, so it's like a 10-minute drive to the Pop Century. I had my room number because I'd done online check-in. Thanks to Shannon Bonager from Destinations to Travel, she had set me up with this preferred view room at the Pop Century. I can't thank her enough. She took great care of me. She takes great care of me. We're going to talk about them in just a minute, but Shannon took good care of me. So I've got this preferred room, building 4 in the 60s area. So I'm right there across from everything Pop, from the main building. So I parked in the parking lot. I walked right in, got the elevator, went up to my room. You know, the elevator's right here, 2 doors down is my room. I'm right there close to the elevators, and open the door. Boom! Yes, it's a refurbished room. So you've probably seen my tour. If you don't, just scroll down. It's right down below. You've probably seen my tour of the refurbished room. Let me just say, I don't know about the refurbished rooms yet. I'm not sure what I think. The thing I love about the Pop Century is it's garish. It's big. It's bold. It's colorful. You've got the big icons. I'm in a building with a 50-foot tall Play-Doh can at the end of it. I'm in a building with I think, no, Blue's on the other side. Anyway, I forget who's, huge icons right there. Big, tall sayings all across, colors everywhere. You walk down the hall. The hall was red that I walked down. Dark red, bright red. I mean, it's just red and yellow and green and purple and pink and orange. That's the Pop Century. It's bright. It's happy. You walk into the room and you walk into the Contemporary, or 2001: A Space Odyssey. Black, white, bland, sterile. Give me some color. I'm kind of hoping that Disney, rethinks their design here. The room itself, the functionality of the room is great. A whole lot more space. Everything is pretty well thought out. There was a couple of minor little glitches, like the shower doors I think were backwards because the little things you use to open the doors was in the middle instead of on the outsides. There were a couple things like that what? But the room really is nice. The bed was nice. I was a little worried about it because when I got on it, it was hard, and I like a softer bed. But I slept pretty well. Didn't have really any problems, and so that was really good. I ended up thinking that at the end of the night that the bed wasn't as hard as I thought it was at first. But overall, the room is very comfortable, very functional, very utilitarian, and there I go with those words. Functional, comfortable, utilitarian, sterile. I've had hospital rooms that have more character than that room. Where's the Disney in it? That was the thing about the Pop. All the carpet was Mickey. The wallpaper had Mickey's and Disney. It was just there were lots of pictures on the wall that were Disney. It just was very Disney-ish. This wasn't, and it's kind of making me not be as high on the Pop as I've been in the past. Now, I'm not saying that I don't love the Pop. I still love the Pop. But I'm not as thrilled about these new refurbished rooms. And it has nothing to do with the use. It has everything to do with it needs some pop. Give it some pop. It just... if it was at the Contemporary, it'd be a beautiful room. If it was at some of the boring hotels over on the boardwalk, it would be a beautiful room. But there in the Pop Century, it just didn't match. It's kind of like false advertising. You walk down this big red hall, you open the door, like I said, you open the door and... So, anyway, still, Pop Century's great place. Love the Pop, but wasn't thrilled about the decor in the new rooms. Functionality, absolutely. Decor, Contemporary, screams Contemporary. Anyway, all right. Enough about that. Okay. So, free dining happened this week. Who got free dining? Tell me down below if you got free dining. You might not have been going for it, but it's kind of interesting to see what's going on. Oh, by the way, I am answering questions. So if you got any questions, go ahead and put them down in the comments below. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that we got a giveaway. I got another book giveaway this week. So put questions, comments down in the comments below. And we're going to give away the old cover of the book. We're going to give away a book with an old cover on it. We still got a couple of these left. There is no difference between the books except for the cover. The cover, I'm going to sign it. I'll send it to you. Just go ahead. Only how you enter is you like, you comment, you comment down below, and we'll pick a winner. So somebody's going to win today before we quit today. All right. So put comments down, questions, put them down below. All right. So free dining. Back to free dining. Who got free dining? I know our partners at Destinations to Travel have been just killing it this week on free dining. I know they've had hundreds of people. We sent them 600 names of people that were interested in free dining this month. So they have been just extremely busy trying to get everybody free dining. And, you know, I don't know if you got up Tuesday morning and tried to get in, but by 6 o'clock in the morning, the phone lines were melting. The website was down. It happens every year. It's the same story every year. If you don't get in right at first, the rooms are all booked. It's just one of those crazy deals. So I asked Shannon Shannon Boninger, the owner of Destinations Travel, to see if they had any stories about what happened on Tuesday, Wednesday, and since free dining started. So she sent me a couple of notes. The first one is from Nancy Castile. She says, with a couple of large families, I was able to save them between $1,500 and $2,000. $1,500 to $2,000 got saved. Also, she said, Dad sent me a lead that had a reservation at the Wilderness Lodge. She was very anxious when she found out the Wilderness Lodge was exempted. I was able to move her to the Animal Kingdom Lodge and save her $1,000 in the process. That's what they do. They help people get things done. Renee Hand, one of the other agents, said, I got one of the waitlist leads from Dad and sent him a welcome email. Pretty quick, I got the response. She'd already booked her vacation and she wanted free dining, but she wasn't sure about making any changes just yet. I told her the benefits of having a travel agent and got in touch with her about transferring her or mirroring her reservation. She responded and asked me to talk to her on the phone. I gave her my phone number and gave her a call. She decided to let me help her plan her vacation. No, she wanted to plan her own vacation, but appreciated my offer of help. When free dining was released, I got a slightly panicked phone call requesting help. She needed to change resorts and get free dining. Could I help? I was able to get her the room she wanted at the resort she requested with free dining, and we were able to apply her original deposit without a problem. That's why I love Destination Travel. They're tenacious about it. Speaking of tenacious, here's the third one. This one comes from Jamie Swanson. One of Dad's leads came as a result of the wait list and had a reservation and was willing to cancel and change dates if I could secure free dining. Placed a new reservation on hold before the release. At roughly 5:10 a.m. on release morning, I tried to apply free dining to her reservation. No availability. Tried multiple times prior to 8 p.m. Nothing. 8 a.m. Nothing. Asked another agent to see if maybe it was a computer thing and they could get it. Nothing. Late in the morning, one of our agents was on the phone and they checked again for me. Nothing. Early in the afternoon, I thought, okay, what the heck? I'll try again. And surprise, I was able to. Not sure if the consumer would have wanted or had the time to spend all morning and early afternoon doing this check. Having a travel agent really helped in this case. So the thing about Destinations Travel, they are still today booking people for free dining. One of the things that happens with free dining is after a couple of days, some reservations come available. So they're still today booking people for free dining. This is one of the great reasons I believe in, I recommend. I think everybody should use Destinations to Travel. They're tenacious about it. They're going to get you discounts. And it's just their passion to help you with things like this. So if you haven't already, if you've got a trip coming up, when your next trip comes, go over to our Destinations to Travel page and let them help you. It doesn't have to be for a discount. It doesn't have, but just to help you book your trip, to be that partner that can really help you with your vacation. Okay, so after I've spent the night at the Pop Century, next morning I get up. I had a scheduled appointment over at Top Villas. You're going to see more about Top Villas here pretty quickly. Hopefully next week we'll get started with their page. We just haven't had time to get their page together. But they are a new sponsor that we're going to be working with, a new supplier that we're going to be working with. They supply houses to houses around Walt Disney World, close to Walt Disney World. I'm beginning to really like the idea of a rental house at Walt Disney World. And so the Monday morning I got up, I went to Top Villas, and I showed up right on time. Dad's always right on time. And I met two nice gentlemen, and we went on a tour of some homes. They're close to Walt Disney World. We're in Davenport, which is about 10 minutes. It took me about 10 minutes to get there. It's about 10 minutes away from Walt Disney World. So they're showing me, they have a list of houses, and they're going to show me, one is a monster, 25 rooms or something. I told them I don't need to see that one particularly, but so we went to the others. We started out, the first house we went to was a 8 bedroom, 5 bath house that slept 20 people. It could sleep 20. And it rents for $300 per night, for just a little bit more than a moderate hotel. Just a little bit more than a moderate. You can have a room that sleeps 20. Now let me show you just a couple of things that was in this hotel room. All right, let's do this. Now we want to do, hang on, I got to make sure everything looks right when it comes up. Okay, so the first thing I see when I walk into this villa is the game room. And this is not a full view of the game room, but this is pretty much, and as you can see over here, this is the garage. This is the garage that they turned into a game room. You've got cool video games. You've got a pool table. You've got a shuffleboard table. There was a couple more things over here, but I just wanted to stay right there and not go anywhere else. But as I went through the villa, there's a kitchen with seating for 15. There's a pool out in the backyard, a pool where you can, that's covered so you don't have mosquitoes. You don't have, I mean, it's not enclosed, but it's covered with the netting. There was just everything you need. The rooms, there were downstairs rooms, there were upstairs rooms. In the upstairs, there was a theater room. Let's see, do I have a picture of the theater room? I thought I did. Oh, I thought I did, but I guess I didn't get. There was a theater room with, you could seat about 15. It had love seats, not love seats, but it had recliner chairs. It had a huge projection TV. So it was just everything. Also in the house, there was a Star Wars room where you could you could put your computers, and you can see all the computer desks over here, and it was just really, really decked out. Another house they showed us had this Beauty and the Beast room. That chandelier was just awesome. This was just a great room for kids. All of the houses, a lot of the houses I saw 4, and most of them I saw had some kind of Disney-themed room in them. At least one, and some of them had multiple really, really elaborate Disney-themed rooms. So it was just really got me thinking, well, not thinking, I was already thinking about it, but it really kind of sold me on the idea of renting, especially larger parties, renting a villa, a room, a house, somewhere near Disney World, because I know my cousin's family has done this before. They've rented a house, saved money, cooked their meals there. You don't have to do that stuff, but it's available if you like, and it's very inexpensive. They showed me one. We didn't go in, but they showed me one house that had 14 suites, not rooms, not 14 suites, 4 kitchens, a bowling alley, a lazy river in the backyard. It rents for $3,500 a night in the busy season. Now, that's 14 families sharing at $3,500. That's pretty, you do the math, that's about, I don't know, can't do the math that quick, but it's not outrageous for what you're getting. It's just very, very valuable, very, very value conscious. If you're value conscious, it's a good way to save money. So You're going to see more about Top Villas. We're going to be featuring them here in a week or two because we think that it's a good alternative, especially for larger families that want to stay. To tell you just what I got in my car, I headed back over to the boardwalk. I was on the boardwalk, walking down to the boardwalk pizza window within 15 minutes of when I left. And that's parking, walking in, walking into the boardwalk, walking down the stairs onto the boardwalk within 15 minutes of leaving the house. So if you've got your own car, it even beats Disney transportation. It really was. It was an interesting experience. All right, so what you've all been waiting for. Excuse me just a minute. Sorry, my nose itched and I didn't want to really show you that. Okay, so what you all came here for was the tour of Toy Story Land, the second of Dad's 3 tours of Toy Story Land. Every 30 days, Disney is letting us go see Toy Story Land to see how the construction is progressing. We probably already have the link down to the first tour. Since I've already mentioned it, the link's probably down to the first tour. Oh, by the way, before we go any further, I gotta remind everybody: enter to win the old book, the old copy of Simple Fun Magic, Dad's Simple Fun Magic Guide to Walt Disney World Planning. Nothing has changed on the inside, just the cover. We're trying to get away. We've got like 2 or 3 left that we want to give away. I'll sign it. I'll send it to you. All you got to do is put a comment down below, a question down below, and you'll be entered. And then also, go buy Dad's book. Go on to Amazon, buy Dad's book. If you haven't, I see this all the time. I really want Dad's book. Well, go buy it. It's only $17.95 or something on Amazon. Just go on Amazon, look for Dad's Guide and it should come up. So, or we've got the link all over the website. I'm sure there's one down below now in the comments. So, buy Dad's book. Anyway, all right. So, next it came time to go to our tour of Toy Story Land. The weather on Monday in Orlando was kind of raining all morning long. It had been threatening rain. There were some storms in the area. So when we get to our meeting, we're waiting for Disney. Disney's a little bit late. They're probably 15 minutes late. So we waited and we waited and we waited. And all of a sudden, there's about 20 of us that are doing this. All of a sudden, the Disney people showed up. And she gets us all together and she says, I'm sorry. Due to the lightning, nobody can be on the construction site today. We can't take you back there today. We can take you to a spot where you can kind of see in the construction site, but we can't take you onto the site like we had planned. Okay, big disappointment. I don't live in Orlando like the rest of these people. Anyway. They took us out there, and sure enough, just as soon as we got out there, it started raining. It had been kind of misting and kind of sprinkling, but it started raining as soon as we got out there. And they got this little Disney intern that's walking around handing us ponchos, and guys got their umbrellas, and we're kind of standing out there in the rain, looking into Toy Story Land. We did not have a great view of Toy Story Land. One thing we could see, and you've probably seen pictures of this on the internet, and we'll probably post one here pretty quick, but one thing you could see is the new sign, the blocks that say Toy Story Land with Woody on top of them. They had just finished installing. In fact, they had just finished painting it that morning. So that was gonna be the big reveal. They were gonna walk us in and show us this new sign. We could see that progress had been done. I know last time I reported that it didn't look like there was very much progress in the entrance area. But definitely a lot had been done in the entrance area. You could see a lot of the lighting had been put up. A lot of things had been done over in the entrance area. That's what we could see best. We were right there. Slinky Dog has been ready to go. They say they're now running Slinky Dog. We probably, if it wasn't raining, would have seen it running. because it's running pretty much all day long now, they say. Looking back at the Alien Saucer Swirl, the building I told you last month didn't have any top on it yet. It had the support girders, but the top pieces had not been in place. And that's still true. The top pieces are not in place yet for Alien Saucer Swirl. So although we didn't get to see much, it was kind of disappointing. I can't tell you the progress of the entrance to Toy Story Mania, although I'm pretty sure that it's, they still may be doing some outside work, but the inside is all ready to go. I can't tell you anything about Woody's Lunchbox. We couldn't see it. My guess is the kitchen is all set up. Probably wouldn't have been able to see that anyway. But can't tell you what it looks like on the outside. When will Toy Story Land be available for maybe a pass holder preview? I asked that question, and I just got... Disney still doesn't know exactly when they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready for the media preview on, let's see, that's June 28th. June 28th and 29th, there's a media preview. We'll be there, and I think that we will be able to video from there. So we'll be there June 28th to 29th before it opens on June 30th, and for the media preview. But as to how soon it's going to be ready for maybe some sneak peeks, don't know. Just don't know. Hopefully, the next time we go, which is March, or what is the next month? This is April, will be May 23rd. We go back again, and if we don't get caught by lightning again, we should be able to get in there and see what's going on. So it was a bit disappointing. It was a great trip. Got a lot done with the top villas, with the different restaurants, a couple other things that I did while I was there. But the big thing I went for, the Toy Story preview, was kind of disappointing. They did drop an announcement, a big bomb announcement. There are 2 new games in one of their online game things. So I'm sure you've read about that already. So yeah, that was the big announcement this month. So anyway, so... All right, so that's all I have. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments right now. We've got a couple, and we'll answer those. But as soon as I'm done with those, we're going to be done. So if you've got any questions, throw them down in the comments, and we'll get to them. All right. Jennifer says, Pop is our fave. Any thoughts of if this will become a most expensive value option? The word is any word on All-Star Timeline. Thanks. Jennifer, I do think with the addition of the Skyliner, with the gondolas, with the Disney Skyliner into the Pop and the Art of Animation, they're trying to kind of set those up as value pluses, that the price is going to go up. Already the price is a little higher for the Pop than it is for the All-Stars, and I do think that trend is going to continue up. Now, are they going to move it up a lot? I doubt it, but it will probably go up some. There will probably be a little more difference between the Pop and the All-Stars. As to the timeline for the All-Stars to be refurbed, I don't have any idea. I don't know. They don't confide in me. Okay. Again, if you've got any questions, throw them in quick, because I've only got one more. So if we don't get any more questions, we'll be done. Sherry asks, welcome back. I'm going February 8th, 2019. When do you think they will announce discounts or free dining for February? Sherry, there will not be free dining for February 2019. They don't do it in the spring. It's a fall-only promotion. There will be discounts for February. Typically what happens is... that you can start booking your reservations in June. Now, you can book hotel rooms at 499 days. You can book rooms, but you can book packages mid to late June. That's when they become available, mid to late June for packages for the next year. As to discounts, they're sometimes pretty late, like November, even into December. You just never quite know when Disney's going to release a discount. And from what I remember from last year, it was pretty late last year for the early 2019 discounts. But just going to have to wait and see. Not much more you can do. I would say that go ahead and get in touch with Destinations to Travel and fill out the form on our Destinations to Travel page. You can already book a room, so they can book you a room, not a package, but you can always add to the room, add the package stuff, and but get in touch with them and get that relationship started so they can help you as you move forward, getting what you want, getting the discounts, getting the rooms you want, getting whatever you want, and get in touch with them today. Okay. Jessica asks, why is the All-Star movies not including in the free dining anymore? My guess is that there was some availability in the All-Star movies, but it's all sold out. That's one of the places, because it is the cheapest option at Walt Disney World for free dining. It sells out the quickest. Just because it's not there doesn't mean it wasn't part of the package at first. It was not on the list of excluded hotels. It's just that it sold out. Annette had a question. Let me see if I can find this. I think I just that's not the page. Anyway, Annette had a question. You know, I put the wrong time on the thing and had to redo it. She had a question on it, on the first string, about if a hotel isn't, it's kind of similar to what we just said with the All-Stars, with Jessica and the All-Stars. If a hotel isn't available to book, is it because they're reserving rooms, or is it just all booked up? And Jessica, that's one of those. It could be either way. But my guess is if you can't book it with an undiscounted room rate, then it's probably booked up. If it's just that you can't get it with the discount package, then probably the discount, the rooms they've set aside for the discount are booked. But if you can't get it at a regular rate, at the full rate, then the hotel is probably booked. Jeffrey asked what building the pop was I in. I was in Building 4. Building 4, which is a 60s building right across from Everything Pop, right across from the main building. So it was great. I mean, it was a good experience. It was the Pop Century is the Pop Century. Had a great breakfast over in Everything Pop, but a little bit perturbed with the new decor in the Pop Century. All right, so I think that's it. We're done. First, let's give away the book. The old cover, same insides. The old cover is going to go to Connie Larch. You won. Just go over to our main Facebook page, the Dad's Guide Facebook page, not the group, but the page. Go over to the main page and send me a message with your address and zip code, and we'll get you the book out tomorrow. But just give me that information, and we'll get it out. All right, so just to wrap up, it was a quick trip. It was gone for 37 hours from the time I left to the time I got back. I was very busy. And it was too short. The trip was literally too short. Tuesday when I got back, I was a zombie on Tuesday. I pretty much took the day off on Tuesday just to rest and recuperate. I did get a lot done. I got to see a lot. I got to experience a lot. I'll never do a trip that short again. I've already redone my next trip to add a day. So not as young as I used to be, but anyway, thanks for being here today. I hope you got some good information out of this. I look forward to talking to you again. We'll probably do something next week. Don't know what it's going to be, but thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching Dad's video. For more simple, fun, magic Walt Disney World information, go to dadsguidetowdw.com. You can do that by clicking the I button that's popping up on the screen right now. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and get more Dad's YouTube videos with Daditude.